In Stage 4 of the Violence Prevention Initiative, we moved from our thematic coding structure and we created a new structure based on what we called critical incidents. And so we used a critical incident technique of looking at the things that people perceived as important, because our prior focus on learning was so focused on the initiative level and what the funder, the Colorado Trust, was learning about how participants engage in the process of learning information and adjusting their plan and moving ahead. And they wanted to make sure, instead of just focusing on this bigger picture of what counts as learning, that we were really focusing on research activities where the communities themselves were learning about what was happening in their community. So we looked at this incident technique, this critical incident technique, so that we could ask them what their major conflicts were there any awards or surprises, and were some of these things large-scale issues in the community, or were they smaller-scale issues around the relationships between people? So after focusing this next round of interviews on these kinds of issues, we imported new transcripts. We coded 2 of the new transcripts together as a team, and then we copied the project, distributed it 4 times, once again added the name of the researcher and the date that it was copied in the title, so that when the project czar got them all back, they knew which ones they'd be pulling together and combining into a master project. When we got together in our team meeting, we reviewed this coding structure together. We adjusted the coding if we needed to. And then, as we'd done in prior rounds, we looked at the data, came up with a draft outline. Individual researchers were responsible for their portion of the report. The principal investigator got those portions back, compiled them, made the language consistent. It went back out to the team for a final review, and then it came back to the principal investigator for wrapping it up and sending it to the funder.